Let's talk about how to use aerobic training to speed this process up, make that 8 weeks not become 12 weeks or 16 weeks or whatever, 21 weeks, right? That is called aerobic training, true aerobic training. Low intensity, right? This is an energizing exercise. It's minimally stressful in the body. It's really difficult to overtrain. You're not going to be spiking cortisol levels and spiking inflammation, okay? So let's talk about that. How do you know that you're doing true aerobic training? Well, you have to monitor it. Luckily, we have technology to do that for us. So you need a really good heart rate monitor, and I suggest always using a chest strap heart rate monitor because it's the most accurate. I recommend the Polar H10 and the Polar Beat app. The Polar Beat app is free. The H10 I think is going to run you 50 to 70 bucks, something like that, right? And you're going to use aerobic threshold training. Aerobic, right? Burns fat for fuel, utilizes fat for fuel. Now all you do is take 180 minus your age, and that is your max heart rate for aerobic training. That's how you guarantee that you stay in the fat burning zone. So if you're 30 years old, right, your number is 150. You have to stay under 150, preferably between 140 and 150, like this, right? And just monitor it. You monitor it on your phone. Now, for a lot of you, to stay under your aerobic threshold, you're going to find that you have to walk. You can't even jog. You can't even run because you're not there yet. You haven't built that aerobic threshold, right? So what you do when you build this aerobic base, you build a really, really strong aerobic base, all of a sudden you become a Tesla. Like literally. You access glucose when you need it, but you're a clean burning engine that's ridiculously powerful, right? You can do whatever you want. You are now this clean burning Tesla. Now, even if you're a fitness person and you never train this type of training, you just do CrossFit WODs and hit it as hard as you can all the time, you're basically trying to fine tune a moped. You're taking a moped engine and trying to tweak it to make it be as good as the Tesla. It's not going to happen, but I can't get these just the fitness, just crazy fitness people, the meatheads, right? I can't get them to take an 8-week break from their protocol to just do aerobic training, which is what I did. By the way, I was one of you, okay? This is a good thing for everyone. Building a strong aerobic base will improve every single aspect of your performance. CrossFit, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kettlebells, running, mud races. How do I know this? Because I do all of those things. And I was an epic meathead. I was deadlifting 425 pounds for reps. I was squatting 310 pounds. I was killing myself overtraining. When I wasn't powerlifting, I was swinging kettlebells, doing jiu-jitsu, boxing, absolutely killing myself. Never built an aerobic base. It was very difficult for me and my mindset to take 8 weeks off and just do light jogging. I mean, just barely moving, right? But I built this aerobic base, I got the nutrition perfect, and when I went back to everything, I was better at everything. Literally, better at everything. This is why you look at a guy like me, if you take the most jacked up musclehead CrossFit dude that you've ever seen and all he does is CrossFit training, and you put him against me in an endurance race or jiu-jitsu or boxing, right? He's gonna come out strong out of the gate like an absolute monster, and all I gotta do is hang on for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, it's going to look like I'm fighting a child because their little moped engine craps out and then they got nothing left, right? And I can go for days because of the aerobic threshold I built. Now, granted, you put me in a CrossFit competition with a CrossFitter, he's going to destroy me, absolutely destroy me, right? But he doesn't have that aerobic base. And the aerobic base plays over into all aspects of life. This is good for everything, right? The glycolytic training, all that stuff, glycolytic training only makes you better at glycolytic training. It doesn't make your aerobic threshold stronger. Doesn't improve your endurance. Doesn't do any of those, right? This is the what the hell effect. The what the hell effect. If all you do is train your aerobic threshold training, everything else is going to get better. It's crazy, right? So it translates into everyday life. So building a strong aerobic base is good for everyone, even the fitness people, especially the fitness people. I think it's really important that you build an aerobic threshold. If you want to get better, if you want to compete, and you really want to get to those elite levels, you got to build this aerobic threshold. It's only 8 weeks, trust me. Like people are like, oh, I'm gonna stop working out, I'm gonna stop doing CrossFit for 8 weeks, and I'm gonna get fat. No, you're not. I'm talking about turning you into a fat-burning furnace. Any excess body fat that you have is gonna be gone, right? I'm teaching your body how to burn fat primarily as its fuel source. It's awesome. You're not going to experience negative physique results. If anything, it's only going to get better. Now, real quick, I just want to walk you through this because maximum, even for fit people, I would say you could do this for 30 minutes 5 times a week, right? That's it. Maybe 45 minutes if you really want to push it. If you're going to be in a competition or something like an endurance race, maybe do that. This is how you should train for endurance races, by the way. If you want to do a 5K or a 10K or something like that. Now, if you want a minimum effective dose, you're a little bit overweight, trying to lose that last 5-10 pounds, you don't care about competition or anything, do this for 20 minutes 3 times a week. It's probably your minimum effective dose. But remember, this takes 8 weeks. No intense exercise for 8 weeks because even a minimal anaerobic stimulus can shift your body into sugar burning mode for 72 hours. Your body just starts cranking out glucose. Gluconeogenesis creates its own glucose, goes back to burning sugar, and then you got to kind of start the process over 72 hours later. So you're just missing these 3-day windows every time you do it. Trust me, just take it easy. Use it as a chance to recover from nagging injuries or whatever. Just relax, take it easy on your body. Becoming fully fat adapted is like becoming a Tesla. It's worth it.